Congratulations on celebrating your puppy's first Halloween. And in this masterclass, we're going to go over everything you need to know to make sure that your puppy has a great association for their first Halloween. Halloween is unlike any other holiday. The spooky sounds, the sight, and even the smells, the costumes, activities, that can be both exciting and overwhelming for a young puppy. Without preparation, it can quickly turn into something that is pretty scary for those young puppies. In this masterclass, we're going to go over everything you need to know to make sure that your puppy has a successful first Halloween. We'll talk about the most common hazards to watch for, how to create a safe environment at home, and ways to turn trick-or-treating into a confidence-building training opportunity. You'll also learn how to introduce costumes, decorations, and noises in a way that helps your puppy feel comfortable instead of scared. Halloween means there is candy everywhere. And while that's fun for us, it can be dangerous for most puppies. Chocolate, raisins, and candy are toxic for dogs. Even candy wrappers can cause choking, stomach blockage if swallowed. Puppies are curious and quick, so we need to be one step ahead. Your puppy's first experience with Halloween is also the first time they're going to experience candy and things on a counter. And without management, that can be challenging. Bowls of sweets by the door and kids dropping treats on the floor. Without preparation, they may grab something harmful before you even notice. It only takes one wrapper or a bite of chocolate to lead to an emergency vet visit. Here's what we can do to keep your puppy safe. Keep all candy and wrappers completely out of reach. Hide tables, sealed containers, not in purses or bags on the floor. Teach your puppy a strong leave it. If they don't have the leave it, and for you to be reliably and be able to have your puppy out there, then make sure you manage them access to anything that you might possibly drop on the floor. Teach the kids in your home to throw the wrappers away. This is not only to protect your puppies, but it's actually a really great way to keep the house clean. Explain why, because we're keeping the puppy safe. Make it fun, family responsibility. Have a safe alternative ready, like a chew or food puzzle, so your puppy isn't tempted by the human treats. With these steps, you can relax knowing your puppy is safe from candy hazards while still letting your puppy enjoy the holiday fun. Let's talk about Halloween decorations. Halloween decorations are amazing, but they are sometimes unsafe for young puppies. The long sheets, the things that move and, scatter or make big loud noises can be scary for some young puppies. Some common Halloween decorations can actually put your puppy at risk. Electrical cords can be tempting to chew on and can cause shock. Candles and jack-o'-lanterns are fire hazards and can burn curious noses. Glow sticks may look fun, but contain chemicals that are harmful if chewed when open. Batteries in these light-up decorations can be deadly if swallowed. So before you decorate, walk through your home. Get down to your puppy's level and crawl if you need to, and make sure that everything that your puppy has the ability to touch or sniff or pull, that you have it put away, that it's safe, and that they are okay to have access to it. So if you're a big fan like me of decorating your home for Halloween, then you're gonna wanna do it the right way. Instead of avoiding decorating completely, you can use Halloween decorations and making your place spooky as an opportunity to give your puppies a positive experience to decorations. When puppies see spooky lights, moving skeletons, or inflatable ghosts, that's new exposure. If we introduce it in the right way, it builds resilience and helps them feel calm around unusual sights and sounds. Instead of all of a sudden they walk into a room and they're like, what is that? Let's let them participate in the process. Maybe place the box that you get from Amazon out on the floor. Unwrap it right in front of them. Pull everything out piece by piece and let them sniff and process the information. As you start to put that prop together, let them kind of just be there, be present. Make sure that you don't lock them down or hold them. Just let them be present so that they can say, you know what? It's really not a big deal. As long as you don't turn the lights on and it's not spooking them, they should be okay with you just putting something out of a box out in front of them. Remember, they don't know that it's scary, only we do. Sometimes I might even mix this new object that came out of the box with some of their familiar toys and just leave it out there and let them explore. If I need to, I might sprinkle some treats on top of it, just to make sure that they know that it's not a big deal. Make sure that everything is turned off at sight. You've got no lights blinking or anything moving or animated. The batteries are completely either out of that thing or it's turned off, just to make sure that they don't have a spooky experience with something that they might touch. Teaching your puppy to go check out something that you just presented on the floor, or if you've got a neighborhood like I do where there are decorations on the front and they're moving and swagging, back and forth, and you just want to make sure that your puppy is okay with it, teaching this, go check it out, is a great way to give your dog confidence and build resilience in these young puppies. Go check it out is where you say something like, go check it out, and your puppy goes and either sniffs it or touches it, and then comes back to you. Again, great way to build confidence, resilience in these young puppies, and it's a great way for you to bring new objects or decorations into your home, and your puppy goes, no big deal. In a room where your puppy feels completely comfortable and safe, place the object down that you want your puppy to get comfortable with on the floor. Now, the moment that they look at it, you mark and you reward by tossing a treat away from the object. Repeat that a few times. After a few repetitions, you're going to ask for more movement. So the moment that they maybe get close enough to sniff or touch the object, you're going to mark, you're going to reward, and toss the treat to reset them. Now, once it's reliable, then you're going to place it on cue. Common cue for this is go check it out, which means go sniff it, go touch it, go see what that thing is, and then come back to me for your reinforcement. This is not only going to create a positive association, again, it's going to make sure that your puppy is resilient against or around things that are new. So if you have a puppy that is really nervous or scared around something scary, try tossing, think of Hansel and Gretel. You're tossing treats and you're just getting them to just be okay, a little bit closer to proximity of that scary, spooky object. If you find your puppy gets startled when they get too close, make sure that you go back a step. The real important point right here is to go slow, be patient, and reward generously. So once your puppy is really comfortable in the home and they're doing really well, grab a new object. Maybe something that moves a little bit, maybe something that's inflatable so it's got some kind of movement, and then from there, take it in the real world. Because as we get closer to Halloween or the other holidays that we have here, you're gonna want your puppy to be comfortable with the neighbors that decorate in their yard. So get this on cue in the home, practice in your front and backyard, and then level up by taking it in the real world. When it comes to dressing up your puppy for Halloween, there are 3 kinds of dogs. There are the ones like my dog Bandit who goes, "What are we wearing today?" They love to get dressed. And when I pull out an outfit, my dog Bandit comes up and you'll literally see his tail wagging. And then you have the puppies like Bentley who goes, "Okay, I'll tolerate it." So you've got love it, I'm okay with it. And then you've got the ones that are nervous and scared, and they literally, if given the choice, would run away from you. Because you have a young puppy, you really don't know which group they're going to fall into. If you want a puppy like Bandit who can wear anything and who feels comfortable, then right now is the time to make sure that that positive experience is something that you provide for them right now, before that window closes. Learning to be comfortable in clothing or accessories falls way beyond Halloween. Think of their harness. Think of a sweater or a jacket. How about booties if it gets too hot? Or goggles if you want to take your dog on a bike ride. Or eventually they're going to need to get spayed or neutered, and they're going to have to put on some kind of suit or one of those cones, right? So this is all the same way that we give a positive experience about getting dressed in one way or another. If we skip this training, puppies often grow into adults who panic when something touches their body. By starting early, we can prevent those struggles and instead teach them that wearing things that can be safe, normal, and even fun. When choosing a puppy costume, you're going to want to choose something that's comfortable and simple at first. Avoid costumes with dangling pieces, tight straps, or anything that restricts their movement. If you have a puppy that's nervous or scared, how about just focusing on getting a puppy to wear a collar or festive Halloween bandana? If you've decided that you want your puppy to wear a costume, let's go through the steps. Start way before Halloween. Don't let the day before or the day of Halloween be the first time that your puppy wears this costume. Start by placing the costume on the floor, letting your puppy explore and sniff. Once they're curious, hold the costume in your hand and present it. Reward them for choosing to move toward it on their own. Avoid pushing the costume into the puppy. We want them to make the choice to explore. Next, try slowly moving the costume toward them without touching. If they remain relaxed, mark and reward. Gradually, close the distance until you can gently touch the costume to their body. Don't rush it. Going too fast or adding food too early could accidentally create a negative association. Keep sessions short and positive. Remember, it's important that this takes time. You go slow, be patient, and that it might take anywhere from a week to a month to make sure that your puppy has a positive association with wearing their costume. Once your puppy is comfortable with the costume touching them, you can begin placing it on them. Do this without snapping straps or securing it at first. Later, when they're calm, you can put the full costume on while offering a treat or toy as a reinforcement. At this stage, begin with something simple, like a festive bandana. Put it on, just for a moment. Mark and reward, then remove it. Gradually increase how long they wear it and slowly progress to lightweight costumes. Always pair the experience with praise, treats, or play. The costume should predict something fun. This way, your puppy won't just tolerate wearing clothes. They'll learn that it's safe, positive, and even an enjoyable experience. It's not just puppies who get dressed up. There might be humans or children that are going to be dressed up for Halloween. People in costume, especially with masks, hats, face paint, can look strange and even scary to dogs. If your puppy hasn't seen this before, it may cause them to bark, hide, or feel stress. So, let's practice ahead of time. Before you put on the full mask, go half so they can see still half your body. You might want to put on a hat or half in an outfit. Gradually, put more and more on in front of your puppy. Every time you add on more coverage or a piece, be sure to add a positive experience with your puppy. and gradually get to the point where you are fully masked in front of your puppy. One of my favorite things to do once I'm in costume is to actually do a training session or just to get on the floor and play tug. I might work with the puppy while my grandchild is running around the house in costume. The point is, make sure the puppy knows that they know who that is and that they feel safe and comfortable while you're in costume. The goal is simple. Teach your puppy that humans might look a little different, but they're still safe and fun to be around. By practicing before Halloween night, you'll prevent fear, build your puppy's confidence, and make the holiday a positive experience for everyone. One of the biggest challenges for puppies on Halloween night is the constant doorbell ringing and visitors arriving in costume. If we prepare ahead of time, your puppy can actually learn that these things are no big deal. This never goes as planned, so you can always have a fallback plan. Make sure that you create a safe space in your home. If you've got, hundreds of trick-or-treaters that are going to be visiting your home, it's most likely that it's going to get too overwhelming for your puppy. So make sure that you did create a space where your puppy can retreat to and feel comfortable and safe while the doorbell and people and children are coming to the door. Teach them to settle there with a chew or toy while the activity is happening at the door. That way, if the excitement gets too high, you have a safe space for your puppy to relax. For puppies that are ready to greet visitors, I love teaching young puppies a couple tricks. One of my favorites is the go say hi. This is where your puppy places their nose on the visitor's hand and then retreats back to you. Or you can teach your puppy at a distance to wave at the trick-or-treaters that come to your door. This gives your puppy a safe, polite way to greet new people. It helps keep them from jumping and helps them build confidence with strangers. I love teaching this with nervous dogs. To begin, in a place or environment where your puppy feels comfortable, hold your open palm a few inches away from your puppy's nose and introduce a hand target. This is where your puppy's nose touches your hand. When they sniff or touch your hand, mark and reward. Repeat this a few times. Once reliable, add the cue, something like, go say hi, just before presenting your hand. Practice with family members. Have another family member present their hand while you cue, go say hi. Reward your puppy for touching their hand. Another cute, adorable trick I love to teach for Halloween is the wave, especially if your puppy is in costume. This is where you say hi, and your puppy lifts their paw up a little above the shoulder and then retreats back into their sit position. There are several ways to teach the wave. If your dog has a shake or paw target to your hand, you're gonna wanna start there. With your dog in front of you, ask them to paw your hand or shake. The moment that they do, mark and reward. From here, all you're asking your dog to do is to raise their hand when you cue them. Halloween costumes and decorations can be pretty scary for young puppies. I recommend a couple field trips. Home Depot or Lowe's hardware store or even the Halloween store so that your puppy can get some positive experience to Halloween decorations and costumes. Be sure to keep your session short, 5 to 10 minutes maximum to begin. Bring plenty of high-value rewards and always leave before your puppy gets overwhelmed. With a little practice at home and a few safe outings, your puppy will be ready for the Halloween night. Doorbells, costumes, and visitors won't be scary. They'll just be a part of the fun. Trick-or-treating with your puppy. Now, that might sound like a great plan, but I'm not a fan. And if there's anything that you can take away from this masterclass is don't take your puppy out on Halloween night. If you plan on taking your puppy out for whatever reason, maybe your puppy is a service dog candidate, make sure that your puppy has identification on them. They've got a collar, they've got a harness, that they're very easy to see. Even though I'm not a fan, I get it. You want to take your puppy out. And of course, keep your puppy leashed at all times. Halloween night can be unpredictable. Kids running, costumes swishing, loud noises, and candy on the ground. Even the calmest puppy could get spooked or dart towards something exciting. A leash keeps everyone safe. When you head out, think of trick-or-treating as a field trip, not a training exam. The goal isn't perfect heel position or strict obedience. It's about gentle exposure to the sights, sounds, and activities. Let your puppy watch kids walk by in costume, hear laughter, and see decorations from a safe distance. Reward calm behavior, but don't pressure them to interact if they're unsure. If they get overwhelmed, take a short break and head home early. Remember, less is more. A short positive outing is better than pushing it too far and creating fear. So, if you've decided to take your puppy out trick-or-treating, keep it safe, keep it short, and make sure to keep it fun. With the right gear and positive mindset, this can be a wonderful opportunity to build your puppy's confidence while making holiday memories together. Find a place where your puppy feels comfortable, whether that's a crate, a room, a bathroom, or even a closet. Here's how you set it up. Use a crate, a playpen, or gated off space where your puppy already feels comfortable. Add familiar bedding and comfort items that smells like you. Give them a safe, long-lasting chew or puzzle toy so that they stay engaged. Play calming music, white noise, or even TV show to help block out doorbell and outside noise. Keep the lighting soft and warm. It helps create a cozy environment. As we wrap up this masterclass, there's just a few tips that I want to present to you to make sure that your puppy has a great first Halloween. With the front door and trick-or-treaters coming back and forth, and if you've got kids in the home, you're gonna wanna make sure that you protect your dog from bolting out that door. So create a gate or place them behind a gate or a crate during that festivity so that they don't have that urge to run out every time that that door is open. Halloween can feel unpredictable for puppies, but we can turn it into a training opportunity by playing a few simple games before the holiday. You'll give your puppy the skills to handle candy, costumes, and visitors with confidence. Teach your puppy to leave it. This is one of the most important Halloween skills that you can teach your puppy. Another skill that we like to teach is a settle on the mat. This is where you ask your puppy to lay down on a mat when visitors are arriving at the door. It's a very easy behavior to teach, and you're gonna wanna work on it way before Halloween. To teach this from scratch, simply place a mat on the floor when your dog is looking at you. The moment that they look at it, go ahead and place a few treats on the mat and get them to investigate. After they finish the 3 treats that are on the mat, toss a treat to reset them and wait for them to come back. Pick up the mat, put it back on the floor. When they come back towards you, mark and reward by placing a few more treats. This creates a positive association to the mat. Once your puppy is reliably coming to the mat, the next step is for them to put their paws on the mat. So wait, place the mat down on the floor when your puppy's looking at you. Now when they touch the mat with one paw, mark and reward by placing the reinforcement of the treat right on the mat. When they're done gobbling it up, toss the treat to reset and do it again. Next, wait for 2 paws and gradually 3 and 4 paws. Your goal is to have your puppy get on the mat when you lay it down. Once you've got your puppy going onto the mat, when they've got 4 paws on the mat, you're ready to wait for a sit or down. This time, when your puppy comes back, just wait. And when they go into a sit, go ahead and mark and reward by placing the treat back on the mat. Remember, the end goal is that your puppy lays down, so the sit is just 1 step away from the down. After a few repetitions of a sit, when you place the mat down, toss the treat and this time wait. The moment your dog goes into a sit, mark, but this time reward with the treat to your dog's nose and cue it down, or simply wait for your dog to go into a down. If they naturally do, mark and reward generously. Once your dog has picked up on this, you're ready to put the cue on it. Remember, the goal was if you put a mat down, your dog lays down. Once your dog can lay down on the mat, simple cues such as settle is perfect for this behavior. Over time, reward them for laying down and relaxing on the mat while the doorbell rings. This gives your puppy a safe, calm spot when visitors arrive. Finally, practice the check-in game. Walk your puppy near a spooky decoration or while someone wears part of a costume. The moment your puppy looks back at you, maybe saying like, "What is that?" mark and reward. This teaches your puppy that no matter what's going on, the safest place to focus is on you. It's a powerful way to build trust and reduce the fear during all the excitement. These 3 games, Leave It, Settle on the Mat, and Check In, will give your puppy the tools to stay safe, calm, and confident this Halloween. Start practicing now, and by the big night, your puppy will be ready to succeed. All right, let's wrap things up. Today we covered a lot, from Halloween hazards like candy decorations to training games that build confidence, and even how to prepare your puppy for costume visitors and trick-or-treating. The biggest takeaway is this: with a little preparation, Halloween can be both safe and fun for your puppy and your family. By focusing up on safety, setting up a calm space, and using the holidays as a positive training opportunity, you're helping your puppy build skills and resilience that will last well beyond one night. Thank you so much for joining us in this masterclass. I can't wait to see your puppy in costume. Share your photos and tag us at Canine Learning Academy so that we can celebrate with you. From all of us from Canine Learning Academy, we wish you a safe and fun, happy first Halloween.